below.
the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
This video is sponsored by Kush Online, your home for cute, comfortable, curvy wear. Kush takes the stress out of getting dressed. Hi, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that post notification bell so that you'll know every time we upload. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Kush Online. We take the stress out of plus size queens worrying about what to wear.
Maybe we just love like that. Sometimes I don't want you around. You do something to make me smile, and it's hard for me to try to doubt.
Hey, Miss Mob. I'm so happy to see you here. I hope you've had a great day. And Bush Barbies, you too. I know you may be busy, but thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Replay gang, I need y'all to do y'all thing. Guys, as you come in, please hit that like button and be sure to comment down below or in the chat. And guys, the most important part of this conversation is you. Be sure to join in the comments. Let us know how you feel. And be sure to say hello. Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video. Tonight, I got a big show for you guys. We're going to discuss several different things, but before we get into tonight's actual channels that we're going to do commentary on, I wanted to bring some to you guys' attention and ask for your opinion. So, we've been talking about the Jacksons of Atlanta. We've been talking about, the lawsuit situation, them not paying their videographer, as well as the divorce. Well, I got some news today, y'all. So we all know that we haven't heard from Justin. He kind of been MIA, which he really doesn't have to say anything. And quite frankly, with this not paying the employee thing, he really shouldn't say anything. It's just not the smart thing to do. So Sunaway did a pop-up community post, and he was talking about Justin, and he brought it to our attention that Justin has deleted all of his videos talking about the divorce. He has deleted every video talking about the divorce. He's also deleted every video uh, talking anything about any recent events. And I found that to be very compelling. The fact of the matter is, he's the one who initiated everything. He's the one who wanted it. He's the one who kind of said he was so happy about the divorce, although he didn't initiate the divorce itself. And like I told you guys last night, I didn't see where he had actually even been. He hadn't even been served as of yet, or at least it hadn't made it back to the courts that he had been served. So I definitely want to know what you guys think. Let me see who's in here tonight. Hey, Mimi, welcome to the chat. Hey, Miss Diamond, welcome to the chat. I do see several other people that's probably Bush watchers. I'm sorry. If you haven't had the opportunity yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. And hey, somebody lying, welcome to the chat. But like I said, let me pull this up real quick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Hold on. Just pop it right up here on the screen real quick. Now, this is Justin's channel. Let me make sure y'all can see. Let me know that you guys can see and hear me well, please. Also, tonight, guys, if you guys are game, let me go ahead and pop this in here. I am going to put the information in here. If anybody would like to come up and speak on any of the stories that we covered tonight, you're most welcome to do so. If you look there in the chat, the link to do that is there. Let me see. I don't think I can lock it without locking it on my phone. I don't know how that works. Let me put the star by it and see what that does. I don't know if this locks it up here. I'm not sure. I'm using actually a software. I'm not actually on YouTube, so I don't know that I can actually keep this link up there, but I'll put it back up there if anybody needs it at any time in the near future. At any rate, let me go ahead, like I said, and show you guys. I wanted to make sure what you were seeing, and you can see the entire screen. So this is Justin's channel. If you look, the only thing that we see here currently is his skits. Now, up until now, I didn't even know he had sermons on here. He had put up several posts on his um wall about him and her and how he was happy about the divorce and all of that. So I don't see any of that here. Let's go over to her channel to see if we see anything over there. Like, has she taken anything down? Addressing ex-employees' allegations. It's still there. Um, I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything on her page showing that she has taken anything down or anything of that nature. So I don't know what he has going on, but whatever it is, it clearly is one sided because she still has her data up. I don't know, maybe if he's decided, hey, I just want to try to work on it or whatever. But all of her videos that I've seen up recently are still up here. Yeah, let me go over here and see what y'all talking about. Hey, Shanika. Hi, and welcome to the chat. Girl, I don't know, child, because, like I said, he done took all his stuff down. Everything that mentions the divorce, everything that mentions her is gone. Only skits are still on his channel. Now, on her channel, like I said, everything seems to still be there. Now, I thought about it before I came live because it hadn't been long that I heard about this. Hey, Cancer, welcome to the chat. But I thought about it. It's like, why would he take it down? Maybe he has a problem with the fact of how everybody is covering it, but all the conversation is being focused on Mahogany. Nobody is really saying much about him. Actually, there's not much to say about him. And I don't know maybe if he has an issue with that, or maybe he feels a type of way because he feels like he left her out there in the cold to fend for herself. I don't know. But I do know that all his videos in reference to this is gone. Let's look over on IG and see have there been any changes made over there or any statements made over here. Let's look. Quite frankly, there's not a lot over here in reference to him and her, and I don't see anything that really looks different from the last time I saw anything. Yeah, I mean, because we've all talked about her, her situation, and things like that, but she was never really the forefront. She did a really good job at staying in a wife's place. She did a good job, I must be honest, at being supportive to him. Hey, Shanika Crawford. I don't know if you're the one I just spoke with. Spoke to, rather. No, yeah, that was you. Okay, I just want to make sure I spoke. Um, yeah, y'all, if you will, please hit that like button. Girl, no, ma'am. Shanika, why he block you, girl? Chabu. Oh, Justin, feeling the type of way. He's definitely a person who wants to control the narrative. He does not want you to talk about him unless it benefits him in some type of way. So that may be why. I can still see his IG, but whatever comments that I have in reference to him, I always leave it basically over here. I don't. You say Justina Big Mad? He's some, huh? I haven't seen any updates or any additional filings to the docket of the. Okay, so you did respond to something he may have put up, and he didn't like that. Yeah, honey, you know that was gonna happen. He about that type of life. But what I was gonna say is me looking at the docket of the filings. I don't see any updates there, but I just thought it was interesting that he is no longer showing, um, or that he is no longer, have any of his information up there when it comes to them. So I just wanted to bring that to you guys' attention and ask you what you thought about it. Tonight we're going to talk about several different people. We're going to start out with Peach. Um, you know, uh, I actually have not put up my video yet when it came to Easter. I'll put it up tomorrow. I really thought about not putting it up because although I have done the commentary, I mean, we're a couple of days past Easter. But whatever the case may be, that's where things are. So let's jump into this video. She she had her a night out for the weekend, and we're going to discuss that. Thanks, M. Stewart. Welcome to my channel and welcome to the chat. Um, I really appreciate the subscribe, and if you will, also be sure you turn on those post notifications. You know what? Mimi, I think he don't want to do it, and let me tell you why I say that. For one, he real slick out of his mouth. For two, his dirt is starting to be exposed, that he has warrants and things of that nature, and he doesn't want to put people in a position that they can mess with him. It's fine for him to mess with you, but when it comes to you messing with him, I don't think he cool with that. And I think that he would kind of be afraid to put himself in that position because clearly he doesn't want to deal with the situation that he left back in Virginia, because I believe if he did, he would have done something at this point. So I feel like he's thinking, oh, the heat is on me. I left her out there. I really didn't mean to leave her out there, but whatever. And let me pull this divorce stuff down since that's what everybody is talking about, and maybe they'll leave me alone. That's if I would have to guess, that's where my thought process takes me. But one thing is for certain, we're definitely going to know at some point in the near future where he is, because it's going to come out. All things are revealed in time. So let me pull this video up. Let's go ahead and check out Miss Peach about her weekend. The subject is real life with Peach spending a night outside with the city Cinderella JT. It was a fairy tale.
A husband and 7 kids. And tonight I have the pleasure of hanging out with Miss City Cinderella herself, JT. Miss Bitch, I ain't friendly. I don't fuck with y'all bitches. She lied, y'all. She is so friendly. She is so kind. I felt like a city Cinderella last night, the way she treated me. I actually got to ride in the car with her. I got to see her get ready. She talked to me one on one, gave me a lot of encouragement. She was like, Peach, you could rap. You could do this, Peach. And I really appreciate her saying that to me. We talked
What y'all think? Could Peach McIntyre be a rapper? Um, we know that she has, a few little songs. She did the little Lucky Like song. She could be a little hype girl, I know. But the problem is, in any of those, scenarios, Peach would have to be able to pull in people that like her, and she's not very likable. I mean, let's just be honest with the things that she do. Leslie, we just talked briefly about Justin Jackson and the fact that all of his marriage content is gone. And I just asked your thoughts on that. And then we're just now starting the Peach video. So you didn't really miss anything. But yeah, in order for her to be a hype girl or to be a rapper, she's number one, she does have to make music that everybody can resonate to. And number two, I mean, she got to have somebody who is a fan. And, you keep dogging people out, you definitely will have a hard time pulling recognition from other people and getting people to support you and actually come see you. Because, honey, quiet as it's kept, Peach McIntyre make you throw something at her on the stage. So I don't know. I don't know. And then I don't know if her music is the little songs that she's done, that little Wood song, and then her little Likey Like song, does she have the ability to create a song that would really be a bop, as they say? Now that's a question to ask.
about Rod Wave. We talked about her upcoming project and this new deeper rap that she about to give y'all. I hope y'all ready for that. Just seeing somebody of her caliber get ready and go to perform to a sold out show. Like, ain't nowhere to walk in this bitch. She was like, I wanted to dance with y'all and turn up like the early 2000s. But you see, they can't even walk in this bitch. Tampa show up and show out. Y'all know Tampa love JT. Shout out to
Now, why are they performing separate? If anybody knows, please put it in the chat. I'm not familiar. I mean, I know who the City Girls are. I know some of their music and things of that nature, but um, do they have beef or something? Why are they not performing together? I thought that was interesting. Which I guess a little what's her name? The other one, Young Miami. She's probably kind of staying out of the limelight with all the heat on her dealing with Diddy. But what do y'all think about that? Now, they said that it may have been a little beef because JT put out a song and she said something about I'm looking at you crazy because of something, and they were saying that was directed at JT at Young Miami. I don't know, but yeah, tell me what y'all think.
the Morlex for supporting JT from the beginning. She even gave him a personal shout out. I love how she remembers her fans, how she
She is referring to some, I guess, promoter, some local promoter. She was saying that JT really gave him a shout out.
remember who was there from day one before she became, you know, so big when she was still in her Cinderella phase. Man, this is so beautiful. The fact that she let me come on stage with her and the fact that she actually told the DJ to play Peach Loves Wood and sung it with me, man. I can't believe it. And it was people in the crowd that knew my song. Like this girl right here, she was just singing that did so good. Ooh, you got me dead, Matai. And it was
Honey, I don't know what to say about the song though. She up there singing about a guy who don't even open his mouth for her. I believe that man cares about her, but I believe her attitude adjusts him to the point to where he really can't be into her more than how they are now. I mean, she just makes it hard for people to care about her. And then the turmoil that she brings to their family is crazy. Let me see what y'all saying. Is who pregnant again, child? Yeah, Miss Netta got a song out too. Oh, did y'all hear Miss Netta and Charles supposed to be on Love and Hip Hop? I'm thinking, what the hell is she gonna be doing on there? Cause she ain't known by any celebrities, but it's said that's why some of the people went to her wedding. She should have put some makeup on, but she didn't really show herself. You see who is the one hit wonder, Peach or JT? And when you said is she pregnant again? Well, I'm assuming you meaning Peach. I don't think so. Oh, but she did say something about wanting her husband to make a deposit. Maybe that's why you said that. But I don't think she's actually pregnant again. Hey, Jen, JT. Happy Tuesday to you too, sis. Welcome to the chat. Girl, you ain't missed much. Hey, Skylar Black. Welcome to the chat. Hey, Mira. Welcome to the chat. We're about to pull up the Henrys in just a second, Mira. You just on time. What you say? She's singing about a jobless mute. That is funny. You know what? I can agree with that. He does act that way. He does love his children, though. But I can agree on that one. Yeah, I heard they supposed to be on there, and I find that so interesting. Hey, Skylar Black. Hey, Lisa Bell. And I think Leslie, did I speak to you? If not, hey, love. Oh yeah, I did because you were saying is she pregnant again? Like I said, she said something about a deposit, but she didn't say anything in reference to being pregnant. But let's jump back into the video.
One more, and I was like, "Oh my god!" It made me think about Tootsie. Every time I go to Rod Wave concerts and Tootsie they're performing, I remember when nobody really knew his words. It was like a couple people to him having sold out shows with Rod Wave, and the whole audience is singing his song. I felt like, "Oh my god, I'm next." And then JT was performing her new feature, which is for Alter Ego, and she was getting her black girl rave on. I love how versatile she is when it comes to music. She don't have to just stick to one genre. Sis can really do it all. I got to meet Young Barbecue for the
Hold on 1 second, guys.
first time in Peach Patch. When I tell y'all, from the time I walked in to the time I walked out, a good time was had. It was one of her fans' birthdays, and you see, she put him up on the stage. She's hugging him. Like, she's so kind. My mind was blown away. We even had a conversation about this. I asked her in the car, I said, JT, after all this success, how do you stay so kind? Like, I won't call you humble because I hate that word. How do you stay so kind? And she was like, that's the only way to be. I would like it if people took me to their shows if I ain't had no money. I would like it if people believed in my dreams, you know. So that's the only way to be. You gotta be kind, Peach. I said I gotta work on that. She said, you do. You gotta work on being kind. So I'm making that a goal for the rest of my life to be kind like JT. She might not be friendly, but that bitch is so kind. She just kept talking to her fans, even when security was saying, we gotta go, we gotta go. She rolling down the window and continuing to let them talk to her, which I thought that was so beautiful. She was letting them get their close-ups, get their pictures in. And I just love the fact that she kept remembering her original fans, like this man right here. She was like, hey, come here. She remembered him and gave him some extra one-on-one attention when we were about to leave. I love that. And then even when we was leaving and people were still running up wanting to take pictures, she had them stop. And security was so mad. They like, JT, let's go, go. Come on, we got to move it. She was like, no. And then she had to explain, like, it's them, not me. I love.
Okay, let me pull the other screen up real
If I
quick.
come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me. If I come up and I fall off, that's on me. That's on me.
Okay, sorry about that. I had to run to the front door real quick. But anyway, in reference to Peach, what do y'all think about her hanging out with JT? Hey, Amarita, welcome to the chat, and Reba Somerville, welcome to the chat. Okay, you said Peach would be a one-hit wonder. She got to get a hit first. Her little stuff be cute, but it be functional for what she does. As far as her being actual, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to count her out, but at the same time, y'all know how that go. Y'all know how that go. Let me pop this one up here too. Get ready for our next video. But yeah, I definitely want to know what you guys think. I thought it was interesting. It's cute, that her little song that she did got attention from someone on JT's level. Um, so I thought that was cute too. Um, and I don't know. Hey Joyce Williams, welcome to the chat. I do feel like, she definitely would have to work at it. I think I spoke to you, Skylar. I know I spoke to Lisa. Hey, Carmen, Montito, you just on time, babe. We're going to go into our next video in just a second. But like I said, I just wanted to show that to you guys, replay. If y'all have any input, you know that I do read all of my comments. I'm a little bit behind on the Jacksons of Atlanta comments, but I do read them. Yeah, Peach does need to grow up. She needs to be more mature. She needs to take responsibility for the things that she does. And most importantly, she needs to allow her children to have a grandparent. That lady loves them. She did a lot for them. And the element of mom and home that they need is missing. And she needs to allow that grandmother to give that to them. She's not a homemaker. She is not a person who's going to cook and clean. She's okay with the life that she has, which that's she's allowed to be. But those kids should be able to go somewhere and get them a familiar meal, get them a certain level of love. That grandmother goes to basketball games. That grandmother does it all, and they should be able to have that. So, I think that she definitely should allow them that. She's really taken something from her kids. Now she seems to feel, her mother did this and that, and I mean that's her being allowed to express herself, but that girl was never hurt. She was never mistreated. And that's right, JT. I mean, I have a granddaughter. She just turned a year, and y'all, we're on the watch for granddaughter number two. My daughter is at 3.5 centimeters, and they're supposed to induce next week. But you know how that goes. Anything can happen. But whatever the case is, those kids deserve to have that grandmother. And that woman loves them. She was out there on that camera while her daughter was videoing her. She did not care. She tried. She has tried with Peach as much as she could. But like she said, they used to have this saying in Arkansas, even the dog gets tired. People get tired of being mistreated. And I think she's over it. And so she just decided to step back from the whole situation. And she did. And she's been peaceful ever since. Thanks, Shanika. So we're gonna jump on over to our next channel. We're gonna turn the street over here in YouTube City, And we're going over to Shay. We talked about her before. She's the young lady who got her son taken from her. Now, let's talk about that for a little bit because when she found out that I did commentary on her, she was very upset. She said she was going to try strike my channel. She has not done so as of yet. She felt that we were being judgmental, that we were talking negatively about her, and because of that, she did not like uh being out here. Like she did not like the attention that we brought her. Let me put this up here again. Like I said, we are allowing you guys to come up if you so choose. Well, anyway, so she sent me a message after she posted that on her channel. She was very upset. She wanted me to take it down. I did not take it down. As a matter of fact, I doubled down and did another video. And in the second video, she felt that I had switched my opinion. I guess she felt I was against her. And then on the second one, she said, see, you didn't talk like that the first time. Um, and because of that, I may have had a different outlook. If you wanted me to come on your channel, you should have asked. And I invited her to come up to allow you guys to answer or ask her questions and allow her to answer them. She is very welcome. She's still welcome to come. I still have the same question, which is the only thing for me was what happened that you didn't get the others back that made these people feel that there was an issue with you caring for this child. But after seeing it, she kind of they kind of almost railroading her because she has her daughter every weekend from the first three children. That child and this child has the same father, and she's going to talk about that in this next video, which I'm about to pop up. But like I said, this story has a lot of moving parts, and I'm very interested in it as a whole. So we're going to jump on into it now. I'm gonna pull it up, and I'll be back with my commentary. The subject here is he won't step up and brief psych evaluation summary. As you guys know, she had a meeting with the judge and all the people dealing with defects. Everything, all the things that they asked her to do before they felt comfortable placing the child with her. None of it was a lot, but if the father would just take custody of the child, then the whole case would be closed. She could still see her child and things of that nature from him, but he would have custody. Now, their daughter, he has custody of the little girl, and she spends the weekends with her mother. And yes, it's unsupervised. But he won't take the daughter, and she says that he won't step up. And the only other thing that she was waiting on as far as placing her child back with her was this psych eval. So she's going to give us a brief synopsis of that, and then she's going to talk about her relationship with the father. So let's get into the video.
If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. I am Celestine, and this is my camera roll. Let's get into the introduction. So, if you're new here, this channel is about me fighting through my adversity and things that I'm going through. Right now, I'm currently going through a case where I'm fighting for my son. I know that I want to put out a video about basically my psych eval and what they're saying that they want me to do. A lot of the recommendations are crazy, and my social worker that's working with me that gave me my case plan is not for it, because that's not what I'm here for. They're basically turning everything around and giving me things to do that has nothing to do with the case, i.e. they want me to get drug tested and alcohol tested, and for me to go through urine tests frequently to make sure there's no drugs and alcohol in my system when I don't even do them in the first place.
Now, with that part, for me, if I was in her situation, I would just do the testing, even though it may be ridiculous. But let's look at this from the other side. My question is, why are y'all asking her for drug testing if she's never had a history of that? If her first case did not include that, what does that have to do with anything? The question was, this is a dependent child, and y'all are saying y'all don't feel she can care for the child. What is the reason y'all feel that way? And that's the only thing, in my opinion, that they should be addressing, because they are supposed to want kids to be home. But with this young lady, it's like they're putting barriers in her place, like they don't want him home. But why? Now, of course, we don't know why the other kids never came back. That was my only question, and that's, I think she didn't. She had a problem with me feeling that way, but I still feel that way. Why didn't they come back? And but still, she does have this child, the older daughter that she spends time with. We see her; they are very well connected, and she's going to talk about how that happened. But nonetheless, why are you asking for drug testing from a woman who did not exhibit drug issues? What is it that you feel like she can't do? And why not make her or get her classes that can help her and send that baby home?
I don't even so much smoke a cigarette. They're also saying that I passed the MMPI test, which basically is a multiple personality test that claims whether I'm a psychopath or not. I passed that. There were no recommendations for that because basically I'm not a psychopath. They tried to assume that the reason why I came back, that there's nothing wrong or there's no recommendations, is because they felt like I was withholding information. There was no information to withhold because it was either yes or no, true or false. So the second part was where I sat down and talked to the psych evaluator, an assistant psych evaluator, and he questioned me about my life. He questioned me about things I had been through, and they basically used everything I said against me. And I did hold back on a lot of stuff because a lot of stuff is none of their business, and I choose not to tell everything.
So let's talk about that. I get that some things aren't their business, but in life, sometimes we get in a position, a subservient position, to where we kind of have to play the game, as it were. Um, she shouldn't have to go into anything that's not related to this case. Another thing that she's mentioned before is that she was in several foster locations. She was in the system as a child. And when she says that they using something against her, that's what I feel like they're using against her. But I feel like a person who has been through that type of struggle is going to level up to the point that they never want that situation for their children, and that they will probably work harder to ensure that they give their kid better than they had. I mean, this girl, when you look at where she is now, even when she had the other kids, she had a home for them. She was feeding them. She was taking them to the doctor. The doctor felt a type of ways because he felt like they wasn't gaining weight to his satisfaction. She specifically said that it wasn't that they wasn't gaining no weight. He just felt like they should have been gaining faster. So when he mentioned, if they don't gain a certain amount of weight, I'm just going to call defects. Instead of her dealing with that, she changed doctors because she felt like that doctor wasn't on her team. But I don't think she notified him that she had made the change, and so when she didn't bring the baby back, he just called defects. Maybe if she would have called them, that would have been different. But that's really neither here nor there at this point. None of this is showing us somebody who we can see is negligent. Look at Wineglass. Look at what we've seen. This young lady half the time can't even articulate a sentence. She struggles to say what she's trying to say. She looked like she's delayed. I'm just gonna be honest, and I'm trying not to say it in a rude way. This young lady right here is very well articulated, in my opinion. We don't know her, so I'm not passing judgment on her. But at the same time, if I was to compare the two, I would trust her with a kid over Wineglass.
That's the issue. So basically, they couldn't claim me to be a psychopath, and they wanted to. But that's that, and I'll come back with a video to get in further depth of that. Now, this video particularly is about the sperm donor that I laid with.
Let me see what y'all are saying. Now, when the baby first was born, he was going to, um, all the appointments. He was at the hospital, all of that. But I don't know. He just seemed a little wishy washy. You say you want to know too, because it'll help you understand. Um, because I don't see why they got involved when there was no issues. If she didn't exhibit anything, if she didn't have any physical abuse allegations against those other kids, even if they opened the case, they could have monitored the child. They didn't have to just snatch the baby. But then you see people like Wineglass. Her baby was diagnosed with failure to thrive. Why the hell she still got him? Because that little boy, I mean, she always takes him to the doctor. There's always something wrong with him. Like, what's up with that?
And I said it, sperm donor. Now, I will go into explanation as to how I got back with him and started dealing with him again, because I have no problem explaining that. Now, this man has been known to not take care of his children for quite a few years.
And that's another thing. Why is it that we still get involved with people who have issues like that? Like she said, he has been known. So, I mean, she probably never imagined being in the situation that she's currently in, but you have to take those things into consideration still when you're having a child.
This man has a lot of children. So did a comment. I caught it, baby. I caught it. Where someone said, I literally found out a week ago that we have the same baby daddy. And then the comment disappeared. But if you'd like to come forward, step up and let me know who you are. I believe you because he has so many children. Anyway, how I got back with him was I have a mutual friend who's also his child's mother, and he doesn't take care of her child. Now, how I ended up with him was she told him that I was back in town, and he basically spent the block. When he spent the block, we met up that same day or the second day. Now, it started off good. I was on a housing list. I was trying to go fill out for housing. He said, I'll take you. He was like, when's your appointment? I was like, at 9 o'clock in the morning. And he was like, okay. The first day we talked, that he got back in contact with me, he took me to the appointment, came back and got me. We went to his house. And before I had a conversation with him, I said, I cannot fool around with you unless you do something about our daughter that is in legal custody of someone else and you fight to get her back. That is specifically what I told him. He gave me no problem. He said, okay. We ended up fooling around that day. And then after that, the next week later, he went and filed for custody, and I told him the steps to how to do it. I couldn't take custody of my child because I didn't have a place to stay, and you can't take custody of someone if you're not housed, and I was staying with someone at the time. So he ended up getting custody. It took 4 months, and he got her. So then I was like, oh, sweet. I like how he moved. So we began being intimate with each other for a while. And within 5 months of dealing with him, I was pregnant again with his second child through me, which is the baby boy we're fighting for.
Now, I'm going to say this too. She, I think, wanted this baby. She didn't get an opportunity to raise her other children. She said that she was older, he was older. She's around her 40s, he's around his 50s. And she felt that she was prepared. She was in a stable situation. She's in school and whatever. So she said that she thought this through and was prepared to have this child.
So I took a pregnancy test, came up pregnant. You guys actually watched that live pregnancy test. And I told him the next day that I was pregnant. When I told him the next day that I was pregnant, he came over. I didn't know what kind of um, reaction he was going to have. But the first reaction with my first daughter, and I'll play a clip where you can hear where he said I took his daughter from him and didn't tell him about her for 4 years.
Meet Buffy. The fabric is made with eucalyptus.
You took my fucking daughter and you hid her from me for 4 fucking years.
But let's be honest. When you laid on top of me back in the day, you were dealing drugs. When you laid on top of me back in the day, we were just flinging around. And you told me, and this was a year before I got pregnant by you, if you get pregnant, you're gonna have an abortion. That's what I was told. So I went to the clinic, tried to have an abortion. It did not go through. They said my uterus was tilted and they could not seek forth the abortion because he wanted to keep his license, because should anything happen to me, he would lose his license.
I never heard of that. I didn't know that your uterus could be misshaped like that. Um, so that was a new one for me. What do y'all think about that? Let me see what y'all talking about. You say you never heard of her. I actually introduced her over here on one of my Mommy Sector Mondays. What I do on Mondays is I go look for different moms that either come up in my timeline or have an interesting story, somebody that we can look at and talk about that's different than the other ladies that we have been talking about. Her story to me was very interesting. It really touched my heart because they just snatched this girl child. And I was trying to understand it. And like I said, it is interesting. So that's where she came from. I think she just came up in my timeline one day. Failure to thrive. Let's look up the definition, but basically, they're saying that a child is not meeting milestones in the way that they should. When I look it up, it says, what is failure to thrive? Children are diagnosed with failure to thrive when their weight or rate of weight gain is significantly below that of other children with similar age and similar sex. Infants or children that fail to thrive seem to be dramatically smaller or shorter than other children the same age. Now, let me tell you about a lady. When I was real young, actually living in Florida, in Pensacola, there was a girl that lived next to us. Her son was under the weight. They never diagnosed him with failure to thrive. He just, for some reason, because he ate his butt off, he was so greedy, but he just didn't gain weight normally. They didn't just automatically diagnose him with that failure to thrive. They realized the mother was feeding the little boy. He just wasn't gaining weight. That's the thing about it. Like, that's what she was saying. Her kids were like, I think between the ages of 5 and 10. And they said that these kids were failure to thrive. She had the kids all that time. There was never any abuse allegations. She had never had a case before. But one of her children was diagnosed with that. So, boom, they took them. Now, I think one of the things that they've tried to put on this young lady is that she is intellectually behind other people. So I guess they were feeling like, although we can't say she abused the child, we don't feel like she can catch on and learn the skills to take care of her child. That's kind of how they trying to put it. And they just had her in a mental health evaluation. And she mentioned that they were really trying to say that. No, she has no other risk factors of being abusive. Although she came up in the system, it's like they're really using her past against her and trying to say she's slow. But now, don't get me wrong, college students aren't all smart, but she's in school seeking a degree. I mean, she's doing what she has to do. She's learning, she's passing her classes. Like, if they're concerned about the best interest of the child, unless he has special needs, put her in classes so that she can have what she needs. It just really seemed like they BSing her, because here we are. I think the baby was born either in November or December. It's already April. She does have a case coming up, but still, this is still a lot going on. So, hey Sheena, welcome to the chat. Okay, yeah, she gave definition. Basically, the children aren't growing normally. But you know what? There is a lot of reasons that a child can be considered failing to thrive. I mean, a lot. It doesn't just automatically have to be the mom's not doing what she's supposed to. It says, can a baby recover from failure to thrive? Usually, kids who have failure to thrive can be treated at home. Like it's not automatic to take the baby. Doctors often recommend high calorie foods for babies and high calorie formula. Failure to thrive symptoms: poor sucking, hard to feed, they have vomiting and diarrhea, and they sleep too much. Those are the some of the diagnoses for this. So it seems like, and even with um, wine glass, you know, her baby does have an issue with sucking. She mentioned that to us, that he's supposed to be having a sucking study. I don't know sizing wise what his deal was, but he's not talking. You don't hear him say daddy or mama. He makes noises. He's not walking. So it's like, okay, you see that this lady's kids were much older. She didn't have that situation. Yeah. Sheena, for what were you saying about general practice? Yeah, you're saying it can be genetic though. That's what I was saying. It doesn't necessarily have to be, because she said they gave her kids a supplement. They ate their regular food plus the supplement. So they should have been gaining weight. But what do you do when they don't? You just automatically gain the mom because you don't have another reason, or what? And excuse me, if they blame the mother, shouldn't y'all intervene and try to correct the situation before you take the kids, especially if there's no other risk factors of abuse? I had that too, child. I had that too. Exactly. She seems to be smarter than some of the other moms that we watch. So what's the deal? Okay, let's go back to the video. We're just gonna watch a few more minutes. We're not gonna watch the whole thing.
I ended up upset walking out of the clinic because I didn't want to go through with the pregnancy. But I went ahead with it, did the 9 months, had her. I went back and forth about whether I wanted to give her up for adoption or foster care, because I wasn't ready to take care of a baby with a man who wasn't going to help me take care of her. Somewhere in divine time and motion, I ended up in church, and the sermon was about how when we're born for a reason. So I decided to keep her. But to acclimate his wishes, or seek forth his wishes, when he told me, when he laid on top of me, he wanted me to have an abortion, I said, the abortion didn't go through. Let me not just tell him I got a child by him. I'm not one of these girls that go chasing around men like, hey, you got a baby, take care of it, take care of it. I knew what it was when you told me you didn't want me to have her. So I decided to not tell him that she existed. Yeah, I kept her from him for years because he already told me he didn't want to take care of it. I got pregnant 15 years later, months ago, and I told him I was pregnant. He came right over. Within 10 minutes, he was here. He laid in the bed beside me, told me, you're going to be okay. I'm going to be there for you. Your pregnancy, as you getting big, I'm going to be coming over here helping you. Let's be real. My whole pregnancy, he was nowhere to be found. He was a ghost. unless he was dropping off Faith. That was it. Unless he was dropping off our 15-year-old for the weekend for visits. That was it. I would ask him for cravings and he would say, you ain't got no money to pay for your cravings? No. You got me pregnant, you can't pay for my cravings. When I had the money, even if I had the money, he wasn't willing to pay for it. So there was times where I had to get him to pay for my cravings. He came to about 2 doctor's appointments. That was it. My whole pregnancy, I was purchasing stuff for Ezekiel, buying him everything, and he was not helping at all. Everything I've done for Ezekiel, everything that Ezekiel has came from me, out of my pocket, out of whatever classes I got to get certain stuff for free. The point is, I got everything on my own without his help. Now, today, I talked to my social worker. I wish I would have recorded the conversation so you guys could believe me, because there's proof to everything. She said, I'm sorry, Miss Saunders, if I sound a little spicy. I am going to tell him to his face he needs to step up. Because you're carrying this by yourself and he laid with you and made this baby. You're correct about that. We went to a TDM meeting. I forgot what the letter stand for, but it was at Children's Services, and the case plan was I had to live with him or he had to live with me so that we could keep the baby at home. This man did not open up his mouth. He didn't make a decision that he wanted to take the baby. He didn't do nothing. He left me and ultimately neglected the baby and left him. Now, today, again, I'm asking him, like, you know, can you get the baby? Why don't you get the baby? He's saying, I can't do it like that and you can't do it like that because I have a case and they won't give him to me, and he's claiming I don't have room. Buddy, you have room. You have a living room upstairs and a living room downstairs.
Now, it's a newborn baby. What exactly is the room for? You ain't got room for what? Hey, Passion Lisa, welcome to the chat. Yeah, exactly. One thing that stands out to me is her saying she didn't tell him about the baby for 16 years. No, she said several years. She didn't say 16. The girl is just now 16. I know in California you have to tell who the father is if you want to get any kind of government assistance. Yeah. He said 4 years. He didn't even know he had a child for 4 years. So that's kind of where that came from. I don't know, but I don't know. Well, she said she just told us why she didn't tell, but I don't know what made her go and change it. But whatever the case is, that's the situation. Now I'm going to stop right here. Let me see. It's about 5 more minutes in this video. If you guys want to go watch it, you are definitely welcome to go to her channel. Let me pull up the channel so you guys can see the name of it. That's her channel. And she is sharing her experience. She also goes live once a week. Okay, let me see what she's saying here. Okay, hold on 1 second and we'll get to that. She goes live every Saturday, and then she has her regular video, I think, that she puts up on Monday. So you guys can definitely go and check that out and finish watching her video. Let me pull my other screen up. Okay, now, M. Stewart, let me get to your post. You said Mahogany filed against Justin on 219 in small claims court, less than 15K, waived 23 days, then just served him on 313 by the sheriff for withdrawing funds from the business. Child, where you find that at? Because I was all up and through the magistrate's filing court, but I couldn't find anything. Because this would have been, and then the number sequence is off. So that's interesting. So she said that he took money out of the account. She did say that. Also, she just posted a video. Let me show y'all her video. 1 second. Hey, Mira. Okay. Let me pull this up. Okay, now she just put up a video a few minutes ago. Let me write that down. Hold on. Let me write that down because I'm going to go research it. I may need to make that drive. Now, the magistrate court in Henry County system is down. You cannot access the files online. You can see that the filing is there, but you can't pull up the docs for some reason. They are having issues with that. And so, in order to get anything, you're going to have to either do it by mail or you're going to have to go up there. As a matter of fact, I might request both of these documents by mail tomorrow. Hopefully, I can have it within a week. So, we'll see. But at any rate, that's real interesting. Yeah, I was just about to say that, Shanika. She just posted a you. That's what's up here on the screen. Let me go ahead and start that one. We were supposed to pop over to the Henrys, but we're gonna pull this up real quick, and then we'll go over to the Henrys in a second.
I'm not basing that depending on um my kid's father per se, because I can't move based on that. But I am just looking at schools, areas, and just different things like that. It's so many things that are going into the place that I move next. Like, I even want a place that has a clubhouse so the kids can go to play out there, go to the pool, different things like that. Because right now I live in a beautiful area where I can take the kids on walks and stuff, but if I want to take them more so to the park and stuff, I have to drive, like down the street about 10.
If you're a woman who owns a business, then you need a virtual assistant. And not just any virtual assistant, you need a
minutes. And so I want something that's really right there. And so those are the main things. I love the design and layout of the house that I currently live in, so I'm looking for something that's similar. Or it don't gotta be similar, but has the same like features. Like, I love the double stove, and it's just certain things that I really love. I love the what you call it, the gas stove. I love the master bedroom shower, things of that nature. And so I am looking for those in my next place. I am looking at probably a 4 to 5 bedroom place. That's what I'm looking for, because I want the kids to have their rooms. And I put my kids all in their rooms like 2 by 2 per se. Almost sound like Noah's Ark 2 by 2. However, with Miles, Maverick is still very much in my room in his bed. And so with them two being so close in age though, they will have their own room together. But right now it's gonna be more so Miles, I'm thinking in a room by himself, and then Maverick will be in my room, but I'll go on and set up like the crib in Miles' room for Maverick.
Why would you put a 1-year-old in the room by himself? To be honest, Miles was born last year. Or no, he wasn't. He was born in 2022 in the summer. So shortly he's going to be 2. But to be honest, Miles needs to be in the room with her too. Miles and Maverick should both be in her room. She'll have Maverick right next to her, Miles on the other side of him. They both probably sleep bad as hell, so yeah, they might run into each other, or either one on each side. However, but quite frankly, I would, even if I put Miles in a bed, the bed would have to be in my room. He's just too small. I mean, that's just my opinion. He's too small to be in there by himself.
As he moves over, because Maverick is still so young, but maybe when he get about, I'm thinking maybe 8 months, then I'll probably start putting him like in the crib in there with um Miles. But I'm still figuring it out, because I was thinking about putting Miles, Mateo, and Milo all in one room, but then it's just like
if she did that, she could have a guest room because I wouldn't have Maverick in the room by herself. You could put Miles in the room with Mateo and Milo. The older twins got their own room. You got your room, and then you got a guest room. Down the road, maybe in a year or two, you can get Maverick and Miles their room. But I still would have Miles in the room with me and Maverick. Both y'all just gonna have to get in here where y'all fit in. She the one who had babies back to back. That's just how it goes. I was just having this conversation with my daughter. I said, honey, that baby is one. She don't care that you got another child. You the one had that baby. That ain't her baby. She ain't gotta go nowhere. She said, this is my bed too. We all gonna be up in here.
I don't know. So let me use the
Oh, she trying to give a little attitude. She letting y'all know, honey, y'all can't tell her what to say. And that's her healing journey. She gonna say what the hell she wants to. Who cares? He's still who he is. You can call him shit face. He's still Justin Marcel Jackson, the dad of all six of your churn. I mean, what do it matter?
language that helps me the best way. If I don't want to call them this, if I don't want to call them that, if sometimes I go back and say that, I'm doing my healing journey the best way I can. And I can't please everybody, and I refuse to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep showing up and doing what God told me to do and continue to heal the best way that I know how to heal.
Okay, so God didn't tell you to pay them people their money. You said you gonna do what God told you to do. So God told you not to pay them people their money. Is that what you're saying?
And that my therapist and my support system is sharing with me and uplifting me. So just touching on that. But anywho, I so once I left my house, the house with my mom, stepdad, and sister, I moved in with this individual, and I have been with them the rest of my whole life. 10 years. And so this is really my first time getting my own place, literally. So it's so many steps, and it's just so much involved, but I'm proud of myself. My therapist said the other day when I was in therapy with her, she was like, you are doing so much better than you're giving yourself credit for. And just to give you all a transparent update, of course I share way more on my Patreon, but when you go through a situation like this where somebody just abandons you and they leaves you and they go pursue someone else, and you're left with the responsibility of Nickelodeon.
Okay, let's talk about that. Well, let me go ahead and let this play out.
Hid everything, but that marked one of the darkest chapters. These are three predators dealing with that hurt.
Okay, I agree. She can say what she want to say. Whatever. But M. Stewart, yeah, I can go into the system. I can confirm that there, but just like last night when we was talking and we did the video from um talking about the divorce or whatever. If y'all missed that, go check that out. When we discussed the divorce, and we discussed the details of that, I was able to actually read you guys the information on the filing. That's when I say I want the information, that's what I want. I want to see what she said, what he did, and so on and so forth. Now, let's talk about this for one quick second. If she's suing him, he's going to have to come to court. And it said that he had warrants. So if she actually filed and he is summoned to come to court, this is going to be real interesting. Now, the thing is, this is civil, not criminal. So he don't have to show up. But if he does not show up, she gets a default judgment against him. So maybe she gonna sue him for that money because the money that she's saying that he owes is enough to pay both of these people that she owes. So maybe she like, look, I tried to be nice. I really didn't want to fight with my baby's father because we still have to survive and deal with each other on the other side of this. But it is what it is. So this is gonna be interesting, guys. We got to follow that. Hey, Latoy, welcome to my chat. I'm so happy you came over here because I don't think I've actually seen you over here, but obviously I know who you are. So hey, boo. Would you say she in the car looking at houses? I guess so, child. You know how she do. Ever since she has been in the situation that she's in now, she's done most of her videos in the car. Would you say you right on time, Mira? Yeah, we still gonna talk about the Henrys now. Jen, she did request child support. We actually discussed that, and if you look at that last video, you will see a copy of the filing that does show everything that she put in there. Also, guys, I just wanted to double down on the fact that I thought it was interesting that filing that she didn't have a single address in it. No, I'm sorry. She didn't have any information. There was nothing proprietary in that filing, which, being that you filing with the court, you would think that was there because you have to tell the court your address so that they know that you are within their jurisdiction. But so I thought that was interesting. I don't know what that's about. I hope so too, Jen. Especially after the stuff we've heard. You're right. And hey, Black Beauty Curve, welcome to the chat. Yeah, this is a lot going on. It really is. They will be outside sometimes, but really when they was outside, they wasn't walking. They was just filming. Yep. She said she looking at schools, Leslie. Oh, Lord. Justin was arrested in Lynchburg, Virginia on 3/19/2029. Oh, Lord, she got the case number. Girl, let me hold up. Yeah, I got to get that information. Unauthorized use of motor vehicle. He's supposed to have another warrant too, M. Stewart, for something dealing with money. Oh, there it is. Baby, you a wealth of information today. I about choked on my potato chip. Hold on. Hold on. I have almost 3 years and 1 year, and they are both in my room. Exactly. Them is babies. I have a goddaughter that's 8. She's still in my room. And when I say she in my room, I swear she be thinking that she's attached to me. I be like, damn, this big old bed, you can't be over there. She don't feel comfortable there. Exactly. Pay them people. Justin was also charged on 3/19/19 in a separate case for embezzlement. Girl, you the plug tonight, baby. Case numbers and all. Mm-mm-mm. I hope she does have a current nanny, because if not, you're right. She will be leaving them kids by themselves. Yep. You still get your children to bed while they sleep in or not. I don't know. That's just something you do. Okay, let's get back into this video.
For you to see it, because I know with me, I'm making decisions and I'm moving and I'm just doing what God is telling me to do, but life is just going so fast sometimes. And
now I do agree with her on that. Sometimes when life hits you a curveball, You have to deal with the changes that came with that curveball, but you still have to deal with life. And sometimes that gets to be overwhelming. I think that for a person that seemed to be very into her husband, for his exposing and model-esque and all of these things that she was when it came to him and what he had her doing, because I fully believe all of the stuff that they did came from Justin's brain. Having her booty cheeks out there, all of that. I don't think that was her. She just don't strike me as that was just something, hey, yeah, let me show it all. She gave up a lot of herself for the relationship and for the this life that she had. So I see what she means by, she thought that she would be with her kid's father forever. And now for him to just walk away because he had feelings for a woman who told him she didn't even want him, that's got to be hurtful. And it's got to be something that will chip away at your self-esteem, even if it's for a short period of time. Mahani's a beautiful girl. I'm going to be honest. I never thought that he was worthy of her just in looks alone. But, stranger things have happened.
Then of course everything is going like on social media, and I know people are like, you know, or you could just not share your business. But at the end of the day, this is what I do for work.
What do y'all think about that? I agree with her, and you often hear people, oh, they shouldn't share that, they shouldn't this, they shouldn't that. Now you decide as a vlogger what you share and how deep you go. And it's oftentimes that people feel that these vloggers that are sharing their life, oh, they just doing it for a coin. Yeah, they are doing it for a coin. Hell, we're doing this for a coin. But they chose this job. And if you do the job right, you can be very successful at this job. Let's keep it real. So, for that reason alone, it is worth them doing this. I cannot only imagine having to be scrutinized. I mean, I don't like some of the things these people have done, and I definitely don't like if those kids are being mistreated. But she's still a human being. I still have compassion for a woman who was, the way she said, dumped. She just started seeing things. Things just started happening. Things with her husband wasn't the same. And then one day he decides, oh, I just want to leave. I couldn't imagine, child. I could not imagine.
Say all that to say, sometimes dealing with that having effects on your self-esteem, and then people out here attacking you when you're not even the one that did anything wrong. It's not like you decide to break up and leave your family. You know what I'm saying? It can all just be a lot. But it felt good for my therapist to be like, you're doing way better than you're giving yourself credit for. And it's people that went through what you went through, and they're not even as far as you. Not from a comparison standpoint, but it's like you're really picking up the pieces and doing what you got to do with 6 kids.
I'm here to show y'all Savage X Fenty's best kept secret. This bra right here. Well, the reason why I love this
With your heart broke while grieving, you're still growing and being committed to your growth. Hey y'all, thank you so much for watching. We're pausing real quick to share a little bit about my Patreon. Love y'all. Mwah. What's going on, guys? It's your girl Mahogany, and if you don't know already, I am also on Patreon.
Let me see what y'all saying. Let me see where I am. Don't she, Cancer? But you know what, Mimi? Think about it. Those babies did blow them up. Their channel at one point in time was very successful. They did a lot of things with those kids. Now, whether it was genuine or not, I don't know. But they did a lot of things with those kids, and the things that they did with those kids brought about a lot of um a lot of views. They got in their own way by removing the kids and started just having kids and showing one or two kids, thinking that if we just show one baby, it's just like having the kids in there. No, the whole dynamic is what people were interested in. They really didn't go left until they told that lie. Oh, you think he's cheating with a man? Child. Hey, who knows? I mean, I definitely can't answer that question, Mira. Why would she have all them children with him? I don't know. I mean, especially if you already seen signs that there was issues. That is not smart. Yeah. But even with that, Leslie, they still stopped showing all the children. That's where their money came from. They started feeling as if they was the prize. We watched them because we watched them and their children. It wasn't just about them. Exactly. They should have had a good nanny in that house. They should have paid for. Actually, they should have had what they call a Dang, I can't remember the name of it. Something pair, au pair, is it? Au pair? Basically, a person that you hire to live in your house full time and take care of your children. That's what they should have had. Especially if you know that you don't want to adhere to the day to day. You want to spend a certain amount of time with your children, but you want them to still have a great life. You have someone that's there at their beck and call, so you can do that. He was very overtly sexual with her. He really was. Yep. The kids made the channel. Hey T Banks, welcome to the chat. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications. And y'all, if y'all will, please go ahead and hit that like button for me. I can't see the oh yeah, au pair, au pair. I don't even still know if I'm saying it right. Au pair. Yeah, that's what they should have had. If you gonna be in a situation like that, yeah, I have a copy. M. Stewart, I have a copy of this case right here. But the thing of it is, I have a copy of the judgment. Um, but you can't see in detail what it said. Now I know she was supposed to pay around the 15th. I didn't have the dollar amount because the source for that information, all of that stuff had been redacted. So I didn't have that part, but I had the other part of it. I was not aware about the case with her because even when I put, oh, you know what? Uh, the young man, Mr. Pittman, he actually sued in the company's name. He didn't sue under the person's name like Mahogany sued under Justin's name, and so that made it different. But I did see that case. And you right, Alexis. I think that she feels a way. She didn't expect to be left with no six kids the way, and it's like he was just looking for a reason to leave because of how he did it. Hey Beth, welcome to the chat. If you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe and hit that post notification and also that like button. We glad you got to join the live too, love. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Let's jump back over to watch a few more minutes of this video, then we're gonna go to the next one.
Click the link in the description box to join my Patreon. On my Patreon, I share the real, the raw, and the uncut of my journey, especially my healing journey, going through a divorce, what that looks like, how has that affected my mental health, the kids, and also details around the affair with receipts. I share all of that on.
She a lie.
and talk.
Cause she don't really talk about that over there. Most people love it when they can transition to a home that's a rent style. Um, like she said, you don't have to worry about the children. And who wants stairs? I mean, you usually have a house with stairs to get more out of the square footage that you have. So I don't know. It's I mean, I guess. Jackie, I was eating some chips. I was hungry. I'm so sorry. Plus, my my mouth was dry, so I was trying to, um, deal with that too. I'm so sorry if y'all heard me chewing. Now I'm embarrassed. Okay, I think I let me see. I think I done repeated a few. Uh, yeah, somebody lying. There's a lot of delusion going on here. Exactly. And you're not a cook. It's not like that is something that you spend a lot of time focused on because it's not your career. So what do you care for? You say all this with $100 in her bank. I know, right? Exactly. So if you guys want to watch the rest of that video, it's 45 minutes, way too long for us over here. You are most welcome to. It's the one moving out of our marital home. Like I told you guys yesterday, I did see it up for rent, but I wasn't sure if that was factual because usually when a house is for rent, every place that has the house listed will have it for rent. I only seen it on I think two different places. And Beth, as far as we know, no, Justin's not in jail. That's not something that we've been told. So I'm just going to answer no because I can't prove that he is, and I don't want to speak wrong on that. So as far as I know, no, he is not in jail. I haven't heard that. Okay. So we're gonna jump on over here. We talked a little bit last night about the Henrys and their channel. So what I'm going to do is pull up one of their videos. We're going to do some commentary to their video while we're having the opportunity to check them out. This is a family. I forgot where they live now. Oh Lord, I can't remember. They have 7 children. She's pregnant with her 8th child. They are a spiritual family. I'm not sure if they go to church per se, but I do know that they are very spiritual. Last night when we discussed them, you guys had kind of said you almost feel something is off about the family. I had already introduced them here on the channel one time. We talked about their well, no, I introduced them in the Mommy Sector Monday. That's when I introduced them. And so we talked about that, and you guys just said you feel something was off. So we're just going to go ahead and check them out and see what we have here and where we get as far as, how we feel about them. So let me pull them up real quick. You know, one thing about their channel also, they are one of those that they don't have a intro and outro, honey. They just pop the video up there and they get to talking. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, most people that do this for a living kind of put that little extra out there. This about to make me mad. I'm having an issue here. Hold on. Okay, here we go, guys. This is the Henry family. They are a YouTube family. They are also on TikTok. They have, I know, 1 million. They just recently made 1 million on YouTube. Um, so let's get into it.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to our channel. If you are new here, what's going on? I'm Antoine. And I'm Sambia, and we are the
Henry's and the Hizzy. We're just busy, about to chill, about to talk about the spicy one, juicy one today.
Okay. I was feeling the beat a little bit. I was about to like beatbox for you, like.
Yeah, I could do that. That's my thing.
Yeah, he told y'all in the last video that
mixtape coming.
He got a mixtape coming out.
4 singles.
Oh my lord. Y'all, we are back with another video, and I am here.
I like that shirt, the Melanin Made shirt, guys, because I sell it on my website. I don't know if you guys know, I do have a women's plus size clothing store. But that T-shirt and several of my other T-shirts and a T-shirt collection start at size medium.
Chilling with my husband. I have some shorts on that's a little short. I know somebody gonna be like, her shorts are short.
His shorts are short.
Right. We're in the house, you guys. But welcome. Today's topic is going to be
a spinoff.
A spinoff from the last sit down that we did together. Sit down with the Henrys. Last time we talked about something really, really deep, something that was near and dear to me, because sometimes I have difficulty sharing how I feel and opening up, and because I don't want to dwell in that feeling. Mm-hmm. And while I completely understand that it's great to open up about my feelings and share my feelings, I don't particularly like to dwell in that. And I believe that there is power, there's life and death in the power of the tongue. So whatever you speak out of your mouth, you have to be cautious, right? Because you can give life or you can give death to it. Mm-hmm. Right? So before we get deep today, I really want to have a spinoff for that, but we're going to go ahead and go into prayer and share a little bit more on that topic.
Right. Amen.
Amen. Heavenly Father, Lord, I thank you for this day. I thank you for this time. I thank you for this opportunity to come before your presence with thanksgiving. Thank you, Lord. I just want to... I am exhausted. Please know that we share a lot of our life with you guys, but there is so much more, so many other parts of our life that we don't share with you. So if I'm saying I'm exhausted, it's not just because I'm pregnant. It's not just because of my children. It's not just because of my husband. There are other things that are happening. So I wanted to debunk some of the things that people were saying, not just to debunk them. I want to help you get clarification, get understanding. The word says, in all that you do, get understanding. Seek understanding. So it's my job as a servant and as your sister, as your auntie, as your daughter, and and just as a daughter of Christ. It's just my job, I feel, to come. I don't have to explain or elaborate to anyone. I know that, but I wish to. And so this is what this video is going to be about today.
Right.
So
share your truth, girl.
Thank you, baby.
Tell them what's up.
So, a lot of this video, I'm going to be talking. My husband will interject because there are some things that were...
I'm here for support.
Thank you, baby. I appreciate that.
I think people don't understand, like, what happened last video. So I think they need to really grasp in that I might not fully understand what you're going through because I'm never pregnant. I try my best to understand by covering and giving support and to seek understanding on what you need from me at that point. So if it's water or if it's prayer, to me is, even though it's different entities, it's what you need at that time. So so let's get to that point. Let's make sure we dive in, and I need you to dive in as hard as you can so they can really understand what you're going through.
I appreciate it because since you mentioned that, I'm going to start there. Last week I shared with you, and I said to you, I said, it's a little hard sometimes. It just feels a little hard. I feel a little exhausted. And then you said, okay, then get some rest. Get some rest. And many people said you didn't understand me. You weren't really listening. You didn't really understand. It's almost like you went to validate how I was feeling,
And then problem solve.
and then you went into problem solve.
So with a man, a number one thing with a man is that
Tell 'em.
they not trying to hear just the solution. They trying to figure out the problem too. So if it's 1 plus 1, they trying to come up with 2 immediately.
Right.
So that's just the nature of a man. So just because I came up with a solution right there, then and there, that was just part of the answer, part of the solution, trying to get you. Hey, we can rest. Let's read a book. Let's watch. Everybody Loves Chris. Those things that you like. So then for the next hour, that while you're resting, you maybe come up with another solution. Hey, I would like this. Hey, I want this. Hey, I want to do this. Hey, can you just come and just listen to what I'm saying?
I will say this, guys. I do like the communication. Um, for me, it looks different than a lot of people in relationships I've seen. So I do like that part. Okay, hold on. Let me go back. Y'all done saying a whole bunch over here. Yes, Deanne. Hi and welcome, first of all, to the chat. I think this is the first time I've seen you here. They are expecting their a child. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and turn on your post notifications. But yeah, they are expecting another baby. She is pregnant. I don't know, somebody lying. I do recall Christmas, but I don't know. You know what? Yep, this is them. They said that they don't celebrate Christmas, I believe. Yeah, I think this is them. I'm gonna have to go back and look now. You got me thinking because I do remember something about them dealing with Christmas. Who? These folks? Wow. Nah, I ain't know it was like that. I mean, it's one thing to say you don't celebrate Christmas. It's another thing to be ridiculous with the gifts now. That's a little too much going on. Yeah, no. Thank you, Deanne. I'm sorry, Deanne. Thank you so much. Okay, let me go ahead and continue to play a little bit more.
And I agree with some of the stuff they were saying by saying listening, but I think at that point it was just trying to come up with a solution for you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And it was a point in the video. I saw the video while I was editing it, and I seen how I changed once you said but. And I think, and I left it in the video. Of course, I can edit the content out, right? I leave it in the video because I believe it's a teachable moment. It was a teachable moment when I looked at it because I didn't realize that I had a physical reaction to when you said but. You did go in to validate what I was feeling. You validated. You said, I hear what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
I joined in October of 2020, okay? I saw the ad with Chelsea.
But, and I'm telling you, and I'm sharing this for other husbands as well. The point in when you say but
Mm-hmm.
It kind of interjects everything you just said you understood.
Right.
Right? But I know my husband, so I know where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I didn't take it offense, even though I did see a change in my body language on the video once you said that. I didn't take it offensive personally because I knew where you were coming from and I knew your heart. But many people go through that in their relationships where they're not being validated because their husbands are trying to problem solve.
Right.
And we've been in that space before where you completely didn't validate before and where you just went into problem solving. Solution, right. And so now you're working on that and I appreciate that from you.
Yeah, I think with wives, I think you gotta understand, like, if somebody knocking at the door, we going down to go sit at the door.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the same thing with if you saying that I need rest, we thinking of way the solution so you can get the rest, so you can be able to be attentive to us. So we might miss the validation part because the validation part is the thing that is how you feel.
Right.
So you want to reiterate saying that we hear it, and sometimes we don't get that right away, but we get to the solution first because the solution is our first nature.
Right.
It's not the second nature; it's the first nature. Somebody did this, I need to react like this.
Right.
That's the first nature of a man.
Right.
So,
and that's where I appreciate you sharing that. But that's where I believe a wife and a husband. That's where you come together
and
talk because there may be times that I know the solution.
Mm-hmm.
I know the solution to my exhaustion. I know what I need to put down and what I need to take off my plate.
Okay, you said she lives in Florida.
I don't necessarily need you to initiate that solution for me. I just need you to hear what I'm saying. Make me feel like I am not alone and I'm not going crazy.
Right.
You understand? And I know that you got that, but when people, I seen the comments and I just wanted to explain that more men just need to just listen.
Right.
That sometimes active listening and validation is so
significant.
It's significant. It's more productive than trying to go in and problem solve.
Right.
Okay. Let me go look at these comments. So I did not watch their last video, so I don't know what happened in that video that warranted this big conversation, but you know, I'm having an issue with the comments. Hold on. Okay, Latoya, you said you watch them from time to time. T Banks, hi and welcome to the chat. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, baby. You said something is off. And Mira said that yesterday, and that's why I wanted to take kind of a look at them and went ahead and added them to our show today. So because she was mentioning that, and I was like, really? Okay, wait a minute. It looks like I'm going backwards instead of frontwards. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Miss K. And welcome to the chat. I think this is my first time seeing you here. So please hit that subscribe button. Turn on those post notifications. Okay, Lacey, not a problem. Thanks so much for taking the moment and coming and checking us out. I don't know why I'm having an issue. Y'all, I'm having an issue with these with the chat all of a sudden. Okay. So I wanted to just do a little look see here. I'm not sure what caused this conversation with them. So for that reason, it kind of makes it hard to follow them. And it just kind of does because we don't know what happened in the last video that made them want to, or should I say, need to have such a deep conversation. Oh, okay. You said the Jacksons of Atlanta kids had to share toys. Because I was going to say, no, they ain't like that, honey. You had me feeling the type of way. I was thinking to myself, I'm not watching their ass no more. They doing their babies like that. Okay, I feel a little better now. Okay, y'all, we're gonna jump on over to one more video. Now, this young lady, I just did I have not introduced her on Mommy Sector Monday. She is a mom though. And she, first of all, let me get set up over here. Let me go ahead and pull up my main screen. But this is a mommy, and like I said, she has not been introduced in our Mommy Sector Monday, but I did do a video about her a few days ago. Her channel is Delicious Denise. I don't know what the heck is going on my computer. Okay, before we actually watch the video I was going to watch, I want to watch this video. Now, let me give you a little backstory. I saw her, and actually, Mimi introduced her to me. She was telling me about this young lady that she got angry with a commentary channel doing commentary on her. But then when I went and looked over, I understood why the young lady made the decision to talk about her and her channel and what was going on. She was talking about how much she begs. And when I say this lady begs her butt off, she begs her butt off. So she has two open cases with the DCS. And in these two cases, um, one of them was because the teacher thought they didn't have no water in their house. And she didn't think they had water because of the condition that she sends her kid to school. And she thinks that it's something to be proud of that she comes on here and beg. She says that that is her trying to care for her family, that closed mouths don't get fed. But we're just going to play a few minutes of this video, y'all. I'm going to start it at 8 minutes. And no, this one here I haven't seen. It says Delicious Denise is furious with the teacher. Oh, wait a minute. I can't play that one. That's not the one I wanted to play. I'm sorry. Hold on. Yeah, where is the one I wanted? Hold on once. Oh, here it is. My computer's acting funny, so um it's making it hard for me to see stuff. This is the one I wanted us to watch. So I'm gonna pop this up here, and then we're going to watch and conclude here. I'm going to start at 8 minutes. I just want y'all to check her out.
Children and family on me. Did y'all get his email?
Now, hold on.
Did y'all get his name? Doesn't he know that I have almost 12,000 people watching me? So if you don't want to donate,
Okay, here we go, guys. Let me pull it up on the screen first. I don't want y'all to miss a thing. Okay, I got y'all up here. I'm going to remove this so y'all can see it better. Okay, here we go.
watching me?
Okay, what she's currently talking about is somebody emailed her telling her that they were going to call DCS on her and that she wasn't a good mother. And this is her talking about the situation. I just want y'all to observe.
So if you don't want to donate, I mean you don't have to. But I'm saying if you don't want to donate, why would you say what you said? Why would you put what you put? Make it make sense. And then your email's going to be on there. Your name is going to be.
She begs and begs and begs and begs. Like I have never seen such. She had housing, she lost it. She declares herself to be a gypsy. She moves around a lot now. Me and my daughter had a discussion earlier today, and she was saying that what she knows of this gypsy lifestyle is not what I know of it. I know of it at a different time span in life. Long story short, um, she I have never seen she puts Alice and Alana to shame. Jasmine too.
So if he or she does, I really don't give a shit. I'm leaving Kingsport, Tennessee, anyways, at the end of May. When I leave, ain't nobody gonna know where I live. Nobody's gonna know nothing because it's gonna be very, very private, very, very secluded.
Right now she's living in a hotel. Now her kids are in school. She uses the fact that she lost her finger and the fact that she's a mom as the basis of her begging. Oh my God, my kids need this. Oh, please help me. I need some help. She, man, it's unreal how she begs. She does have two open cases with CPS, and on one of them, the teacher, like I said, sent uh, CPS to her house stating this woman can't have water because of the condition that this kid comes to school every day. When CPS got there, she did have water. I guess she just doesn't do a good job washing her kid up. But CPS, she said, felt that the house was okay, but she needs to find a pediatrician for the daughter, which she said she hadn't had time to do.
Um, no one's gonna know my hotel. Nobody's gonna know my apartment. Nobody's gonna know nothing because I'm gonna set up everything very, very differently. So again, if you watching, I got your name, I got your email address, I got your message saying that I'm a piece of shit of a mother and that you feel sorry for my kids. So what was the whole point of you sending the message? I don't understand. I don't if you don't like me, you don't like me. You can move on. If you're
That is true. You can move on, or you can. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily would email somebody just to say I don't like you. You're a piece of crap. I don't know if I would do that. I guess he felt so strongly uh, attached to the situation, and he probably felt really bad for the kids, and maybe that's why he did it. But nonetheless, I don't know why he did it.
miserable, that's your business, not mine. Oh, we good.
Hey, Erica, welcome to the chat, baby. Jasmine is a saint compared to this.
Like, you want my blood type too? Damn, I'm B positive. Anything else you want to know?
Yeah, no, she.
That's what I'm saying. I don't because I'm a piece of shit mom. Because I live in a hotel. That's what he said. I wish I had another phone so I can read it correctly. And then because he feels sorry for my kids. My kids eat. My kids have food. My kids have snacks. My kids are in school. My kids take a bath every day. My kids have clean clothes. The last time she came, I'm supposed to find a pediatrician for Gypsy, and she said I'm ready to close this case. I just haven't had the time to find a pediatrician.
Now how?
But I still do have an open case. But that's what I'm saying. What is he gonna report me for? I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I mean, are you kidding me? Oh, I wrote everything down. I wrote everything down, and I.
She does show her house in disarray, unclean. She does show her children. especially the youngest one, hair flying, things of that nature. And I believe she does that to provoke emotion in people so that they will give her money. The teacher felt compelled to feel how she did. Um, and, she's talked about that. Um, she showed the refrigerator empty with a bag in the freezer that just had 3 pieces of ice in it. I mean, these are things that she showed online. That's why people feel the way they feel.
I saved the message so that if she does come the next time, ask her, hey, did this person um, send you or report me? Here's the message that they sent, and then here's the email address, and here's the name, and she'll tell me yes or no.
No, she won't. Because in the state of Tennessee,
Right? Leave. If you don't like me, get out.
they don't
Right? Makes
disclose.
sense, right?
The thing that's crazy is how some of these people that watch these type of channels, how they how they act. Like it's no big deal. The things that she does, she be making herself look destitute, and so as a mom, you shouldn't be dependent on the generosity of others solely to take care of your children, especially if you can do better. She has a car. Hell, she even asked for money to take her dog to the vet. She begs for money to get her car serviced. Like, she begs for everything. Now, she is currently monetized. She got monetized very fast, like in a week or so. And she does have 10,000 followers. She's not telling a lie about that. But I mean, that still don't give you the right to feel like people owe you something. She even did a video talking trash about Honey Boo Boo, asking people to help her pay her college tuition because her mom apparently spent all of their money. So she was asking for help. Yeah, she has no shame. Let me put my glasses on because I cannot see. Where are they? Right here. That might be part of the reason I can't read these doggone things. Yeah, no, they don't tell who called, but that guy did send her email, so she does know that. It's right. How do you not have time to get somebody to see your child when you don't do nothing else? Also, although she is saying that she didn't have no food, she gets food stamps. Now she also calls herself a widow. She tries to play on that. She had a husband when she lived in Texas, and that's another thing. She just gets up and moves around and around, and she's saying now that she's moving again at the end of May. Um, Her husband was living with her. She was unhappy about something that he was doing, so she put him out. And this happened in Texas a while ago. So she put him out. He asked to come home. She said no, and uh, she said no, and he ended up being unalived by someone. So now she uses that to say she's a widow, and that people should want to help her because she's a mom and she has kids to feed, and she's abandoned because she's a widow. So I thought that was crazy.
Right? I don't understand. Like, what's the purpose? It don't matter like what state I have had CPS in. I still got my kids. They don't find nothing wrong. They don't. I still got my kids.
Now she has. My understanding is she has open cases in several states.
You're gonna report. What are you gonna report? You don't know me. Like, she knows I'm a YouTuber. I don't know. She laughed about the last time when she came, and she said that, oh, 6 more people called, and she laughed about it. I laughed about it.
I don't see what's funny because I
Like, you're
wouldn't want nobody
wasting
calling
time
on
and
me, honey.
energy on people who are really being abused. And I've noticed this on a lot of other YouTube channels where the YouTubers have told their audience that CPS has been called on them. She said the last time she was here, she said my room was clean. I had water. I had AC. Well, I had heater. She came during the wintertime. And I got food. She said everything looks good here. I'm ready to close the case. Just find Gypsy a pediatrician. I just haven't had the time.
Okay, now she's saying that defects came during the winter. This is April. You mean from the winter to now you haven't had the time to find a doctor for your daughter, but you wonder why people call defects on you?
They don't care. That's stupid. I got your email address, I got your name, and I saved the message. So if she does come, I'm gonna ask her. Next time she comes, because she has to do another checkup. Next time she comes, I'll ask her.
Okay, and she say it's him, then what? You ain't gonna do nothing. You can't do nothing. Put yourself in a position that they don't have to
I'm
call and you
telling
don't
you,
have to worry
right?
about it.
So I'm saving all the evidence. That's their mistake. I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're jealous. I'm sorry if you're not me. I'm sorry if nobody's sending you any type of help. Maybe you need help. Maybe you're afraid to ask for help, but I'm not. I'm a mom. I'm not going to stop hustling for my kids. I'm sorry. Exactly. No, I don't shop at Gap. There's no Gap here.
Now y'all heard her.
I don't understand. I'm not upset about it because I got proof, and I got proof in what that person said. And then I have another email, but that person never said, it was James something. That person never said they want to call CPS, but I got his email too. And I saved that email too. So when she comes, I just show them. I just show them the proof. It took me 3.5 years to get to where I'm at.
The fact that she said that people should be jealous of her was appalling to me. And she said it took her 3 years to get to where she at, which means homeless, staying in a hotel, barely taking care of your kids and having to beg for everything you need. Like that's nothing to be proud of.
This is not an overnight success.
Child, this. Oh, hold up. Let me put up my little thing. Not overnight success, baby. This thing says she is not an overnight success. Baby, that is crazy. I don't know why I'm trying to move these things, knowing that I'm having an issue with the.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you hating, you jealous, you envy, like create your own channel. Do the work.
Doing the work is getting up, getting a job, and paying for your kids. Now I'm gonna say this though. Now she does go live. I think every day. She is monetized, so she can use her channel down the road to make money. The only thing is, boy, it takes a long time for that month to come once you get monetized. But she has a car. She could do DoorDash. She could do all of these things to, give people their food, and she can make money every day on top of that instead of begging.
Exactly. Thank you. So, but I'm saying, like, don't threaten me because that's a threat. By law, you're threatening me, and I have the proof in the email that you're harassing me, calling me names, and you're threatening me. That's a
Exactly,
threat.
Anastasia. And if I didn't speak to you earlier, welcome to the chat. If you
Well,
are new, please hit that
I
subscribe
saved
button.
it on my phone, so I'm all right with that. How y'all doing today?
You're right, Miss Stewart. I said that in my video the other day. He didn't approve anything.
Yeah, once you hit 50, you can go live. How are you today? Thank you. Thank you. How are you guys doing? So I'm sitting back here in the shade because it's sunny over there. But the good news is, forget about that person because I'm not worried about that. I'm just saying, if they're watching, I got the proof of your email, your name, your threats, and what else do I got? Your email. I got the proof, honey, what you send me in the email. So when she pops up, because I know she's going to pop up soon, I'm going to show her yours and the other person's
It
emails.
don't matter. What?
How you love them?
So they ain't gonna do nothing to them. They want to make sure you're doing your job, and honestly, that's going to keep your case open longer.
Apples. Thank you. Oh, I don't know, baby. You're going to have to work that out between you and YouTube. So as you can see, I'm sitting in the shade. So the first good news is I went to the court, county clerk, something here in Kingsport. I got my little sticker thing and I put it on my tag. So we good, we Gucci for the next year. So now I'm in the process of going through the clothes, downsizing, and I'm in the next couple of weeks, 2 3 weeks, I'm gonna go through the process of washing clothes, downsizing, um, fixing the car up. Yeah, we should be leaving here at the end of May. Let's pray to God we be leaving here.
She just moves around, y'all. She stayed
Don't
in
hate. Don't
Carolina.
hate because my beard looks better than yours, baby. Don't hate.
Girl, bye.
Let's see, Palm Street, it tells you about evils. I'm not too worried about it. Hey, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? I got the proof in the pudding. Child, I don't.
My question is, can you be moving around like that when you have open CPA? Well, I mean, apparently you can because she does it, and they said she has cases in different states. So I guess you can, honey. But tell me what you guys think about that channel. Like I said, I did a video. You can go check that one out. And then we have her here today. But yeah, let me know what you think about that. And you're right; she sounds slower than any of the moms that we have dealt with. So I mean, it's something else. And when I say that lady begs, she begs for everything. She was moving from Texas back to Tennessee. She literally every time they got to a different city, stopped, went online, and asked for gas money. I mean, that's how deep she takes it. That's a lot going on. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go. We've been here over 2 hours now. Um, like I said, we wanted to go over the things we went over. Tell me what you think of the new ladies that we have discussed. And if you feel that we should continue to follow them. Also, let me know what you guys feel about the Henrys and this young lady. Her channel is Delicious Denise. And the other young lady, Celestine's camera roll is her channel. You definitely can go over and watch the rest of her video. But let me know what you guys think about it. And replay gang, I hope you enjoyed. Remember, guys, I do check my messages and I do respond. So if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask. Also, if you have a comment, please leave it below. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Justin is Sable. Hi and welcome to the chat, love. Justin is toward the front of actually he's at the very front of the video, so go hit that replay and go ahead and check that out. But guys, like I said, I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.